Hi, it's me, Eloise, and this is my voice. I hope you're going to enjoy how I sound. And this is a story I wrote as a special because I have reached 1,000 followers on Bluesky. So, here we go. Here's the story. I have wrote this yesterday since I've had a bad headache and how I've been feeling lately because of the heat and humidity. So what better way than to let my birthman comfort me? Plenty of cuteness and fluff in this, and this is my persona as a cat girl, in case you're wondering, since I've been liking the idea, so enjoy the comfort. I won't spoil anything else, so just have fun. Hours later, they finally made it home after their little adventure with the ducklings. Keigo wasted no time. He already booked their week-long beach trip on his private resort. His fingers were flying across his laptop like it was nothing. She left him to handle the bills and logistics and wandered off to the backyard to relax. The day had been sweet, sure, but the sticky humidity started to get to her. She pressed a cold can of soda to her forehead, groaning. Man, this weather isn't messing around, she muttered, squinting up at the sky. With a heavy sigh, Ella shuffled back inside, grateful for the blast of air conditioning. Keigo was still at his laptop, tapping away. Hello dropped onto the couch with a deep frown. Got a killer headache. Keigo heard the annoyance in her voice. The laptop's click signaled he was done with his traveling plans. He moved over quietly, replacing the soda can with his cool hand on her forehead. His touch was gentle, more soothing than the cool metal. Easy. Let the can go, Elo, he said softly, prying it from her grip. Pressing it so hard, it's gonna make it worse. He set the can down and slid behind her on the couch, resting her back against his chest. His thumbs found her temples, moving it carefully with practiced motions. The pressure felt good, steady and deliberate, zeroing on the pressure on her forehead. Too much sun. It's the humidity, isn't it? Told you were practically radiating heat earlier. You need water, not sugar. Dehydrated for sure. Just lean back and let me fix this, okay? He worked the tension out of her neck, his touch reading her pain. Like Braille. You don't have to worry about anything else, he said quietly. Trips booked, flights, drivers, all of it. I just need to see you in that swimsuit we talked about, and just let the AC do its thing until then. I'll go get us something light for dinner, and I'll bring you back some ibuprofen and a glass of water. Just close your eyes for a little while. Just focus on my hands, okay? Okay, Ella mumbled. My head is hurting on both sides. It just feels like a migraine. It's pulsing. Ugh, why is it so bad? Elle's words came out in a shaky meow. I should melt it against his chest, but the pain still crawled behind her eyes. Keigo's hands paused. He could feel her misery. The confident mask he usually wore dropped away, replaced by a real concern. He tightened his hold, grounding her. I've got you. Shh, he whispered close to her ear, his tone suddenly more serious. Don't push yourself. Migraines don't follow logic. They just hit. This is just what a massage cannot fix. He helped her ease her head back against the cushions, rising carefully so he didn't jostle her. Keigo crouched in front of her, every sign of his playful mood gone. Alright, total system shut now, okay? Lights off, cold compress, water, and the strongest painkillers we got. Moving fast, he picked up his phone, dimming every smart light in the apartment until dusk rolled in with thick shadows. Don't move, Elo. I'll be right back. She didn't budge, just hunched over, her head buried in her knees. Please hurry. Anything to get rid of this. And some ice. Please. When Keigo returned, he was just a quiet shadow, a glass and a small bottle in his hand. He knelt beside her, still and solid. Hey, it's me. Just lift off your head. Two of these, and then the ice. He pressed the pills into her hand, steady as a rock, and guided the water both to her lips, carefully to let her lips sip slowly. Now, for the cold part, he murmured, folding the one icy washcloth across her forehead, then wrapping another one around her neck. She flinched at first, but the chill was a relief. Just breathe, he said softly, holding her head, the thumb tracing soothing circles over her skin. He sat with her, silent except for the occasional soft click from his crimson feathers that were drifting off onto the front door, sealing them from the world. That's bitter. It's cold, but It helps a lot. Elo finally relaxed a little bit. Her eyelids were heavy and unfocused, but the pain was going away now. She gripped Keigo's hand and pressed it to her cheek. Just stay with me. Just don't let me go until this goes away. Keigo didn't say anything at first. He just knelt on the plush rug, wrapping both hands around her. I'm right here. Always. He finally said, his voice a deep, steady rumbling in the darkness. He settled against the couch, shoulder brushing over hers, a silent promise he wasn't moving. She held onto him like a lifeline, desperate and vulnerable, and he squeezed her hand, matching her grip. Good. Hold as tight as you need. It's my job, Elo. Everything else is mine. You just breathe. The medicine will help soon. She managed to tie her pour, her body softening. The tears were slipping down her cheeks, her voice a little more than a cracked whisper. I'm so grateful you're here. I want and only love. Only for me. Keigo felt those words hit him in the chest. He squeezed her hand and brushed her tears away with gentle fingers. I know, and I'll always be, he whispered, rough and quiet, kissing the hand she held so tightly. There's no version where I'm not right here with you. You're everything. He held her to the rush of her tears, letting her feel everything, not rushing her at all. Just let it all out, Elo. Migraines breathe everything out to the surface. I'm right here, and I'm listening, my one and only love. Don't you ever forget it. She drew him closer, arms tightly around his shoulders. Even as she cried, she poured out her heart, pure and honest. I love everything about you. Even when you think you're not enough, you are always here for me. Keigo shifted, letting her settle in. He squeezed her arm, quiet and short. You're everything to me too. Every flight ends with me coming here to you. Nothing else matters to me right now. He stroked her hair, voice soft and steady. Don't talk like that. That's not good enough. That's my mess, not yours. You make me better, not for the press, but for you. So I earn moments like these, just coming home to you. His body curved around her, keeping her close. Just rest, Elo. Let the medicine work. Your body belongs here with me, so let me handle it for you now. She wiped her face. Her tears were drying as the pain faded. Can we get to bed, please? I just want to hold you. Keigo echoed her words back to her. We are going to bed. Right now. He slid his arms under her, lifting her easily and carrying her down the hall. Instead of the master bedroom, he went to the guest room, smaller, darker and cooler. He settled her gently on the sheets and climbed in behind her, bringing her in and wrapping her up. Better? He asked, his hand finding hers again. Just breathe. The world can wait. It's just us. Elder released a little meow, pressing her back into his warmth. Yeah. Can I play with your right wing till I fall asleep? And tell me something nice. Your favorite things about me. I want to hear it. A smile played at his lips. In the darkness, a single crimson feather slipped free from his wing, fluttering into her waning hand. Here. This one's for you. The full wing's sensitive, but the feathers are all yours. Just keep it close. It's gonna stay warm. He tucked the blanket around her and pressed a kiss into her hair. My favorite thing? The sound of your purr when you're really happy. You are so pure today, chasing away those baby ducks. I live for that sound. And your eyes? You always meet my gaze. You never look away. It keeps me honest, grounded, every time. He chuckled, lounging in. And that little half smile of yours. Right before you say something wicked. It's my favorite warning sign. You always throw me off balance. And I love you for it. He squeezed her hand. His voice was settling to a whisper. Now, just try to sleep. I'm not going anywhere. I promise. Elo smiled softly, squeezing both his hands and pulling them both to her cheek. Yeah, I'm a teasing cat when I smile like that. You know something's coming. She giggled, kissing his hands. They curled up into him, with the feather tight in her grip. My purrs are only for you. Meow. No one else gets to see me like this. Keigo's chest tightened. Her sleepy, honest words touched him deeper than she'd ever known. A sharp-witted cat, huh? I know that smile. That's why I'm always watching your mouth, just in case. He added, teasing gently. The vulnerability in her words were sacred. and he'd made sure she always felt safe with it. Good, he managed softly, his voice a little rough. Just mine, and I'm yours. Always. She nuzzled closer, his feather beating gently in her palm, echoing a steady rhythm of his heart. Alas, the exhaustion took over. In the darkness, Keigo held her closer while the world faded away. Just the two of them, safe and together. Yeah, just lay down with me, he whispered, finally letting his exhaustion show. Close your eyes now, not talking, just let the medicine do its work. I'll stay up tonight and keep an eye out. He pulled her in tighter, one hand locked up with hers, the other resting protectively on her back. In that circle, everything else felt safe. Elo curled up beside him, purring softly as she drifted off. 2 hours later, she was out cold, and Keigo hovered somewhere between sleep and wakefulness. His thoughts were stuck on her. How much she cried. How fragile she seemed lately. Around 3 a.m., pretty much right on schedule, his phone buzzed. Hisashi was texting him, checking in on Ella after Bakugo's outburst playing the Big Brother. The room was pitch black, except for a slim glow under the door. Elo's breath was steady by now, slow and calm. Keigo stayed wide awake. His body was relaxed, but his mind was restless. He couldn't stop replaying her sobbing, the way she confessed everything out loud. The road messy, those words, my one and only love, were burned into him. The vibrating phone against his ribs made him jump a bit. He slipped his arm from under Elo's waist, trying not to wake her. The harsh blue glow hit his face. Hisashi's text was waning. Hisashi. Yo, Hawks, sorry for the late check-in, but how's the cat? Bakugo's meltdown was insane. Tell her I'm thinking of her. Keigo paused, his thumb was hovering over the screen. He looked at Elo. She looked peaceful again, no sign of the earlier drama. But he felt a flush of anger, then guilt. Sure, he'd protected her, but he also brought her into the unpredictable world full of people like Bakugo. He typed his reply, quick and clipped. She's okay, Hisashi. Tough night. Not Bakugo's fault, exactly. Just a lot going on. Thanks for caring, man. Seriously. He sent it and dropped the phone onto the rack. The tiny conversation was wrecked and he broke his fragile calm. He felt restless, itching to protect Elo from all the rough parts of his own life. The beach dream seemed good, sure, but he knew it wasn't enough. Keigo slid off the bed quietly, leaving a downy fan on her pillow, a silent promise. He tiptoed out onto the living room. The sea lights spilled patterns on the floor. He pressed his forehead to the cold window, looking down at a sprawling city. He wasn't interested in the lights, but in his mind, he's wandering to a little cove on the Izu Peninsula, wondering how he would turn it into a real sanctuary, not just her wake, but as long as she needed to escape. Back in the bedroom, Elo kept sleeping, barely noticing the shift in the mattress. She purred and rolled onto her side, clutching at the feather. Medicine helped her sink in deeper into the sleep. Keigo's reflection stood rigid in the window. Wings pulled tight. The phone glowed faintly on the floor, constantly reminding him of Hisashi's concern, and Keigo's own doubts. Underneath the anger, his resolve took root. A private beach was just a band-aid. He needed something better. He left the window and got to work at his desk. His laptop was opening, his fingers flying over the keys. He scanned encrypted documents, real estate listings, coastal maps, looking for something remote, untouchable. This wasn't just about love. He was planning almost obsessively for a fortress. Time blurred. The clock hit 5 and 6 a.m. Dawn crept in, coloring the sky purple and orange. Keigo stretched, finally staring at the file called Project Nest. Deeds, schematics, plans for a rugged patch of a coast. No neighbors, lots of security. He spent a fortune, and he was feeling finally relieved. He needed coffee. Elo had no clue what he's been up to. She stayed asleep until 6 a.m., then woke up with a soft purr, feeling a lot better after the rest and the medicine. She stretched, heading for the bathroom, hearing Keigo in the kitchen, and just smiled as she closed the door gently behind her. The scent of coffee filled the apartment. Keigo leaned on the counter, swirling the mug, feeling like all that planning last night was a frantic reaction. The real need was right down the hall. The feather he left now sat waiting, a little sign of care. He heard the bathroom door click. He heard the bathroom door opening and froze mid-sip. Ella was awake. That twist in his stomach eased a bit. He put the mug down, grabbed orange juice water and her favorite fruit and nut cereal bars. The light ones she always liked. The ibuprofen, just in case. By the time she finished, she had everything ready on a tray. She came out. The pink hair was messy. Her green fur was shining under the morning light, and her eyes were clear again. He smiled at her, a real warm grin. Hey, sleepyhead. Good morning. Thought you might want something before you had to ask. How's the headache? 1 tobacco was explosion scale. Where are we? He set the tray down on the coffee table near her favorite spot. She plumped herself at the kitchen table instead, grabbing a bar and the juice he laid out for her with a lazy yawn. Probably a 3. Head's fine, honestly. Feels gone. So what about you? Still on the edge? He relaxed, leaning against the counter, arms crossed. Only a 3. I was bracing for at least 6. He teased gently, watching her nibble away. That sight, her eating, being herself, melted away with a lot of build-up stress. And yeah, my anxiety's playing cards with itself. You really scared me last night, kitten. He moved to the table, sat next down to her. None of it was your fault, he said honestly. Just seeing you so helpless and not being able to do a damn thing, that's a different sort of hell. I figured 100 villains before I watched you go through that again, so yeah, I was awake. Just thinking. He didn't mention the fortress. Not yet. The only thing that mattered right now was that she was awake. I'm really glad you're feeling better. Ella snorted, finishing her first bar. Yeah, well, that was only half of it. If folks could have seen what's going on in my head 24/7, they checked themselves into a psychiatrist. I've been through some crazy shit, but I never wanted to scare you with it. Keigo's playful warmth faded. Just another Wednesday night for me hit him hard, much harder than the tears. He looked straight at her, all humor gone. Wednesday night, hello, come on, that's not normal for you. He shook his head, determined. Look, jokes about asylums, that isn't funny around me. I don't care what's bouncing around your head. I'm not scared. What terrifies me is you thinking you're alone with it. Not happening. He reached out, his palm flat on the table, closing the gap. His voice was quiet but firm. We're partners, right? That means all of it. The good, the bad, the Wednesday nights, all the mess inside your head that you think would scare me. Let me in, always. That's the only real. He held her gaze, making sure she got it. This was bigger than her migraine. It was everything. Ella blinked in surprise, laughing nervously, tugging on his arm. All right. I'll tell you everything, I promise. Just relax, it's early. I was trying to lighten the mood. Keigo's intensity softened, but he didn't lose the urgency. He covered her hand, thumb stroking gently. Okay, see, I'm calm now. Breathing. He exaggerated a slow breath. I get it. We're tired. It's on. You just survived the migraine. I get you were trying to lighten up. Wasn't a joke, just how real it sounded. That really rattled me. He patted her head and stood up to grab his mug. You don't have to spill everything now before breakfast, but you do have to promise me you're gonna let me in when you're ready. That's what matters. He set his coffee down and leaned back. Go ahead, finish your snack. Since the beach is days away, let's have a lazy morning right here. No work, no calls, no leaving unless it's for pizza. That's the deal. We exist, talk or don't. Your choice. Ella giggled again, finally relaxing. The liver was a bit much. Sorry, my big dog gets me in trouble. I'm a goofball. I just woke up. She let out a sleepy burp, still purring. Of course I'll tell you. Just not sure you can handle it without wanting to punch something. So maybe we both get a few more hours of sleep. Keigo let out a quick honest laugh at her jab. Yeah, goofy head fits you. Sometimes you say stuff and I want to build a pentagram on the spot. Definitely a flaw. He softened, catching her eye. Punch a wall? Nah, I'd probably fly a million laps until I pass out, but I can handle it. You're right though, we need more sleep. He made the call, coffee black on the counter, decisive now. Alright, no plan. Bed, both of us. Heavy talks till you're rested. When you're ready, I'll handle whatever you throw at me, I promise. He reached out, his palm open. Come on, let's go cuddle until noon. My orders. And here we go, the story is done, so thank you for listening. I hope you enjoyed.